this is the most important thing to understand about jungle tracking. The jungler will always where you want to start with the game is like looking at the lane matchups.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the matchups and where do you think you should path to?
Definitely pathing towards bot this game. Just because, so, I mean, Garen's gonna be perma pushed in, like, because of Vayne, well, honestly, pathing either way would be kind of fine, but I feel like pathing top, I'm not gonna have any priority. So if I try to, like, fight on Scuttle Crab, I'm not gonna have help from Garen at all, and if I want to look for something in Garen's lane, it's probably gonna be a 3 camp to top lane gank, or some sort of, like, if he's healthy is the thing, but he's not going to be healthy realistically against the Vayne unless he's playing very safely. So I want to look for getting my bot lane ahead rather than Garen, and then maybe once I have some kills under my belt, look for some enhancement on his lane. Also, my jungle matchup is pretty bad for me this game. I feel like Volibear beats Viego early game in skirmishes and fights, in my opinion.
Okay.
And my mid laner is also going to get kind of destroyed by this Katarina just because of that matchup. But I do want to look for opportunities there because getting a soul ahead is amazing.
Yeah, I think I agree with that take. I think that's a pretty like good take on the game. Top is like Garen's going to be pushed in the whole game. Honestly, your draft is really fucked. This game feels awful to jungle in because you have like enchanter bot lane and then top lane that is ungankable and mid lane that doesn't do anything until like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I fucking hate jungling with a soul. You just don't get to play the game. It's so cringe.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I think the best way to path in this game, in my opinion, is to start topside, probably either wolves or blue. And you.
So if you would start wolves here, would you path like wolves, grump, blue, raptors?
Yeah.
Or
so
for like a free camp.
I
I don't understand these paths as much as I want to because because wolves and raptors are way easier to clear solo as a jungler, right? And that's why they're cleared first. But is it also like so that when you clear Scuttle Crab, you're able to come back and get your camp again?
Yes, it is also because of that. So it does a couple things. One, starting wolves or raptors allows you to go leashless, which allows you to not show where you're starting. So, and denying that information is like super useful. What you usually do is for the raptors, for example, you go raptors, Krugs, and then you go back to red, and then from red, you can go here. You could go to bot lane if you really wanted to, even though most situations you won't want to go to bot lane because you'll be like abandoning these camps.
Yeah, because if you sequence like red, Krugs, raptors, you're kind of forced into only 2 decisions where it's like mid lane or just continue clearing.
Yeah.
Or invade.
Yeah, because if you go like this, then you're stuck on the bottom of the map. So your options are like this, which is awkward and has you like retracing your steps a little bit, or you go to bot lane. Yeah. But then going to bot lane when you've only cleared these 3 camps opens these camps up to being counter jungled really easily.
Yes.
Okay. And then on the wolf side, it's basically the same thing. You go wolves, grump, blue, and then you have like lots of options for what you want to do. And what you can usually do is like with wolf start, for example, you do this and you go down and then you can just do something like this and then clear these 2 camps again and then recall. And if you were to recall after doing like basically this, where you go wolves, grump, bot side clear, crab, and then back to these 2 camps, if you then recall and run straight to grubs or dragon, you'll be there like right at 5 minutes and you'll be, I think, level 5 if you do that.
Yeah. And you have like 1,000 gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this game, I think.
Do we want to talk like build and runes or anything?
Viego?
Oh no.
I don't know enough about Viego to be confident giving you like
okay, that's fine.
Strong. Yeah, I don't want to give you misinformation. Typically what I do for like builds and shit is just pro builds. So whatever like the normal pro player page wow, holy shit, that's a crazy win rate. Whatever the pro player items and runes are, I usually just copy those. So
Okay.
like Kraken Slayer, Sundered.
Yeah. Recently I've been on, I don't know if you've used the site LOLalytics for builds.
Yeah, I've used it a bit.
Yeah, I like this one a lot because you can kind of choose your build path down at the bottom. You pick, yeah, down here you can pick the item and see win rates based on like patterns. But,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Okay. Well, in general, I have nothing useful to say on items or runes.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I've been one tricking this guy, but like I've been kind of getting a bunch of new information about Viego builds, so I was wondering if you had anything.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
So in this game, definitely, I would definitely start top. Top lane is basically ungankable. Top lane in general is a lane where you usually don't want to path to it if you have a bot lane that you can path to, but top lane often has windows of time where you can just go there and collect a free kill.
Yes. Yes.
So like if you did something like this and then you ganked bot and then you recalled from base, when you're running back to these camps, you can pause and look top lane and see what the situation is. And if it's like a guaranteed kill, you go. And if it's anything other than a guarantee, you just sequence down if bot lane's your win condition. In this game, your win condition is mostly just like scaling, but bot lane is kind of the only lane you can really play through. So like,
Yeah.
you're probably going to give grubs because top is never going to have prio. Your mid is also never going to have prio. So ideally you would be able to go to your bot lane, get them prio, and then move up to dragon together, because otherwise you're like never going to get a neutral objective.
Okay. One more question. In what games am I starting Wolves or Raptors compared to red buff or blue buff? Because I feel like I can start red or blue without a leash on Viego very easily. Is the point of it to not slow down your clear, to speed up your clear to get your level 2 before you start hitting the buff?
It does a couple things. So typically if you went blue Gromp, your Gromp would be respawning at like 420. Whereas if you started at the Wolves, they're back at 4 minutes. So you have like, and then the Gromp is still at 420, but that's right after the Wolves. So you can like get a re-clear of these two camps much earlier than otherwise. You can get a re-clear of these camps earlier than you would be able to if you had started blue.
Okay. So why would I not do that every game?
Good question. Most good junglers are doing that almost every game right now. Because it's also, it doesn't matter as much below like high diamond, but like being able to hide your start is really, really valuable like when you're at the point where like laners can actually understand when you're nearby and will actually play safe. Because if they see you start blue and then you just 6 camp down, they will know exactly when you're getting to bot lane because it's the same timer every game. So they'll just like ward somewhere in here at 320 or 330, and then you'll like get here after Krugs, and then you won't have anything to do. And you can either go for crab or recall. You can reach any rank you want. All you need is information. I can teach you the concepts and mindset that I learned while climbing to masters, so you can do the same. Whether you love the game or just want to impress your friends, anything is possible with the information I've collected for you in my jungle guide. If you're ready to take control of your rank today, check out the link in the description.
So basically, another question. If I were to start Wolves or Raptors, how much time do I lose running back through my camps? Like, because, you know, you're backtracking. Once you do you're backtracking that extra time. Is that time saved somewhere else? Or is the time difference what you're talking about with like a gank timing where you're coming a little later so they feel a little more comfortable?
I haven't tested the exact timing very often. When I pay attention to it, usually when I do this clear, I'm getting here at like 230 to 240, which is around the same as like I would expect if I went buff Krugs Raptors. Although it's probably slightly slower, but the benefit of clearing these camps first is so high that it is okay to lose a little bit of time to like walking back like this distance.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Okay. I get that.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to talk through for the early game? Or like before we get into the early game, I should say.
I am hoping hoping this is post when I turned on my mute all button, but I disabled chatting besides party chat in League.
I actually did that as well recently.
Yeah, so I'm hoping this is one of those games, but if there's any like typing, that factor is now removed. And yeah, because I'm definitely, I know I'm an emotional player. When people start typing at me, I think about that player all game. So
yeah,
stop caring.
I feel that. I am very similar. As soon as someone, my bigger problem, I would say, in that aspect is as soon as I start losing, I just think about losing and I stop I'm just thinking about losing instead of thinking about how to win the game.
Yeah, you just want to go on to the next one.
Yeah, well, it's not that I want to go on to the next one. I'm just in my head about it, and I'm not able to focus on trying to win because I'm just like sad I'm losing.
Oh, no, I get that too. Yeah.
So, let's see.
Also,
it would probably be worth to get a Ward on Volibear's buff, which it looks like you're doing.
Let me cook.
Okay.
I'll do that. I do that every game. To my detriment sometimes, which I need to work on. But also, what do you think about No Pot? No Pot.
I don't know Viego super well. I am guessing it's probably fine. If you can go No Pot, it's probably, I mean, it's 53 gold to do it. So if you're playing a champion that can do that, it's probably worth to do it. I think it's worth buying Potion if you're going to do like an aggressive path. So like this game, honestly, I guess let's watch where you start and then we can talk about like some pathing options. So like this is great. Usually the way I would have approached this, which doesn't necessarily mean you should always approach it this way, but this is how I would have done it. I would have waited here until like 30 seconds, walked to here, place the ward, and then recall here or here at around 50 seconds so that I can go back and swap to my sweeper, and then that gives me enough time to run back to wherever I want to start.
Yeah, so I used to do that every game. I did do you know Perry Jungle by any chance?
Nope.
Okay, he's like the number one Viego player right now. I did a coaching session with him like probably a year ago at this point. And he said that it's usually more valuable early game just to keep a trinket on you and use that until you feel like comfortable with sweeper. So that's kind of why I switched to that kind of playstyle.
Okay.
Yeah, but
yeah, I think that's fine.
I do like sweeper, but like after I've been using trinkets instead of sweeper early game, I feel like I've been having a lot more success with vision.
Okay, that totally makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like you started blue this game. I think this is fine. Making your Garen leash, it doesn't really impact this lane. He's gonna get fucked no matter what. Another pathing option that you had is Raptor start into this. Doing this.
I watched your video on that.
Yeah, I stole that video idea from someone else. Or like I learned about that path from someone else's video and then made a video on it. Is what I actually.
I think I probably watched the other person's video too before I saw yours, but I realized it was you like during the video, and I was like, "There's no way." Yeah. Then I watched it too. But yeah, the only reason I really wouldn't go for this game, I mean, I didn't think about it at all. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. But Volibear is terrifying to me, and yeah, I'm scared of that champion early game.
That's understandable. The reason I think that this path works in this game is because you have no lanes that you really want to be in. Like, all of these lanes are kind of hard to get ganks off and make things happen. So like, whenever there's no clearly defined lane win condition, the next thing to think about is like, what can I do to fuck over the enemy jungler? And in this situation, even though you might lose 1v1 to Volibear, like, going for this invade creates such a weird situation in the game that it isn't like a normal 1v1. Because if you were invading him, you would be meeting him like you would be here around this time, and you're probably gonna have equal or more HP, and he doesn't have smite and you would have smite. So what you usually do is you just run in and smite the Gromp, And then
Yeah.
most of the time, the person will not try to fight you and they'll just walk away. And
Yeah.
what you try to do is ideally you start like skirmishing the enemy jungler and you pull their laners in, and then you leave before their laners get to you, so you've like wasted their tempo. And like if you can manage to pull the laners into the jungle to like defend the camps, it fucks the lanes so hard for the enemy team.
Yeah. And you give both lanes an advantage at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. But on the flip side, if you overextend and you die, it could be really bad if a lane gets the kill.
Yeah, yeah. So after that, because I used to do the bullshit on Jarvan where you go over the wall after your buff and then you go the Gromp. So say I did Raptors into Gromp, right? Where do I go? Do I just do my top side after I take the Gromp? Say I take the Gromp and I walk away. And I skirmish with Volibear, their lanes walk up, I walk away. What now?
So it depends a little bit. Typically what you're going to want to do is you've done this, you eat the Gromp, the Raptors are down, but your red and your Krugs are still up. Typically what you're going to do is force their jungler, the enemy jungler, out, and then usually I'll just like recall in a bush, and then from base run to my top side and sequence Gromp and Wolves, and then so if you kill the enemy jungler here in addition to taking their camp, you can actually run right back onto the map and meet them at their chickens or red. And if you do that successfully, the game is over pretty much, unless your laners are shit. So if you had done this and you'd killed Volibear and taken Gromp, I don't know if that's possible, but in that hypothetical, immediately recalling and then running from base to his chickens would be a really good idea. Because like you would be up items, you're one camp from 3, and you'll probably win that 1v1, even in like bad matchups.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do think it's fine to not go for this path. Like that's a pretty aggressive thing to do. But I think in this game where you have no like clear win conditions, it would have been worth it to do this.
Yeah, you make yourself a win condition then.
Yeah, and you start setting the enemy jungler behind really early.
Yeah, and the mental damage is insane doing that kind of thing too.
Yeah, exactly. Another concept to like make sure we discuss in the early game is that the way we're looking at the like state of this game, these are your weak side camps and these are your strong side camps.
Yeah.
And
I'm familiar with this.
Okay, cool. So typically what you want to do if you're trying to play for bot lane, just to make sure we're on the same page about this, you run from base, you clear these 3 camps, and you walk down here, and then you have 3 options. You do your bot side, you go mid, you invade, or you go bot. And you can leave these camps because they're your strong side camps, and they'll be like you want to be on this side of the map, so these camps will be available for you to take at like some future point. So it's okay to skip them because you don't have to walk like back. You don't have to backtrack a lot to get them.
Okay, say I clear my weak side camps and I am bot side and their bot lane is pushed on my side and I want to gank bot. Is it worth it taking the extra time to clear the red buff for the slow?
It depends on how temporary the gank opportunity is. I would say if you go like this and then you see like a very strong gank opportunity, like their wave is frozen here, I think you just go straight to it. Because like that gank opportunity is temporary. And maybe you have enough time to do this and then run, but like the gank exists here, red buff probably won't change it that much, even though it would be slightly better to have it.
So it's just like a game state thing with that?
Yeah. A lot of jungling is just balancing like what's the most important thing I can do in the game right now and then going to do that thing, and when there's no important thing to do in the game is when you fall back to your own camps.
Yeah.
So like
I like to try to increase my odds of whatever thing I'm doing working as much as I can. So that's why I try to look for red buff sometimes and then might miss out on a play that's like 70%. But I mean, I say that and then you'll probably see me like grief some like playmaking 1v5 Viego thing in this game at some point. So, but like I do try to weigh the scales, you know, but.
Okay. Yeah. So blue side clear, that's fine. You're putting yourself on the side of the map where you can impact stuff. I would run straight bot lane right now. I don't know if we see it from your perspective, but Volibear did start bot, so like he has no pressure on you bot side right now. So if you skip these and run straight here, these are free kills. Especially because like Kai'Sa has no flash already.
I hope I go after Raptors.
Actually, did you have time?
Oh wait, Lulu had died. It was a 1v2.
Yeah, actually, it's probably fine to just sequence here because your Lulu died. And like, you would probably, if you'd skipped this, you'd probably be like right here. No, actually, well, no, it's probably bad to go for this gank. I didn't realize that Lulu was dead, but if you're 1v2, this probably doesn't work.
Yeah, okay.
Just a support diff.
I understand what you're saying, though. Yeah, just sub gap.
In this scenario, it's okay to go for Crab. This is like generally riskier Crab to go for because you have 0 prio right now, and like they just crashed a wave, so their support is free to roam.
The only reason I went for this Crab is because I know Volibear is top.
Yep. There is actually, you might not see it in, I mean, I don't know at what point you would see people making this kind of decision, but like there's a world where Volibear runs like this, but he probably wouldn't get there in time.
I see what you're saying now.
But
you just need to know.
Yeah. Good laners would probably have roamed on you here. Like if these were like challenger level laners, they probably would have been able to collapse on you while you're taking this Crab, because you were taking it with no prio. Yeah. But you aren't, like, obviously most games aren't challenger games, so it doesn't really matter. This is good. Go to the Gromp. Go to the Wolves. And now you're in like a solid spot in the game because you've now, clearing your weak side camps here before going to Grubs is really good. Because now, like, regardless of what happens here, you can go onto the bot side of the map without having to give a shit about your top side for like 2.5 minutes. Yep. So good job there. I think this game, you should have just cut straight down. In my head, looking at this top lane matchup, especially considering how it's going, Grubs are gone. Like, they're already gone. So I think just like clear these 2 camps and then run down. And
I agree with that.
And that would also, but like the time you took to walk to the Grubs, you could have used that time to get bot for like whatever bullshit is going on here.
Yeah, and we're playing for late game anyways with this team comp. It's not like we're playing for split pushing, so Grubs aren't really gonna even benefit us that much.
Yeah.
I'd rather play for Dragons anyways.
If it's possible to prevent the Grubs from going to a Vayne, that would, like, it's definitely good to get them if you can. Because it might not be that useful for your Garen, but Vayne will probably do a decent amount with them this game. So denying them would be nice. But
what I've been liking to do this season is deny 1 grub from each, or 2 grubs from 1, just to not allow them to get 6 grubs, and then all of their time on grubs is wasted, pretty much.
But yeah, that's
4
great.
Grubs is still decent, but yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
So with what you did, you probably should have actually just taken these. If we're like right here, I think Volibear is in bot lane right now.
No, he died.
Okay, then you should probably have just taken these. Even if you show on vision, like start taking them and just pull them like this. Like pull them to the side wherever the like edge of the range is. Just pull them to like the right side of the range so you have vision here, and then just watch the midway for Katarina coming in. And as soon as Katarina comes, you just leave. But you probably would have been able to get like 1 or 2 of these things. And it's worth it to go for because Volibear's bot side, he's dead, and he's the main person you're afraid of when you're starting these.
Yeah. Okay.
It also would have been acceptable to skip them and like run straight down to bot to be there for this play. But because you walked in like this, you should have just committed to taking them because there's no way you'll make it to this bot fight at this point.
Okay. That makes sense.
Oh, nice. That is exactly what you do. Perfect. Did you get 1? No, you got 2. Nice. Good ward. What happened mid? Yeah, I love this ward. That's great. Dragon is something you can play for because your bot lane. Oh, maybe not actually. Well,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, I mean, I just like knowing.
yeah,
'Cause if I go for the grubs, I always want to know if he's gonna try to trade an objective, so then I can like look, because especially since he died there, if he goes straight to dragon and I ward it and see him, I can just go to his top camps and take raptors for free.
yeah, absolutely. This was kind of a hard play to prevent. What the counterplay to this play as the jungler is probably that, like, Volibear just like he's clearing down. Oh, actually no, he reversed his clear. Yeah, I think this is basically impossible for you to see coming, or like reasonably impossible, because like we saw him, or like level 1 he sequenced up, and then after he died bot and went back to base, all 6 of his camps are up, so he can basically do anything.
Yeah, he just randomly went to Raptors.
Yeah, so I think it's a lot of the time there are things you can do to prevent ganks like this from happening, but I don't think that this one in particular could have been very easily prevented.
Yeah. I tried to salvage, but just ended up wasting time.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate.
Oh, the flash into the wall. Do you see it?
Yeah, it's all good though, it happens. Clearing your bot side is good.
My flashes were really bad this day, so you'll probably see more of that.
Okay. This is probably fine. I don't know what the point. This is really grief. Starting dragon here is super troll.
Yeah, no, it is.
I think walking into here to secure vision is good, because this is like a rare time when your bot lane actually has pressure. So getting them vision to prevent Volibear being able to just come in and fuck them in like the one time that they've been able to get pressure is great. Starting this dragon is slightly psychopathic.
Yeah.
But
I think in my head the dragon incident was because I saw Volibear bot. I pressure him off with my E just to like give my bot lane area to move where he doesn't know where I am. And then after that, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go start this dragon, and I'm forcing him to either come to me or for there. But like, I know it's bad because obviously Cat could have just walked down and they kill me. So,
yeah.
But yeah, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna make him make a decision here, where it's me or he tries to like force bot.
Okay. I think the ideal situation here, because I do like running into the river here. Your topside camps haven't finished respawning, so like you have free time right now. So like walking in this, I really like, because like you're protecting your bot lane. That's great. But I think as soon as you see Volibear, you should like either, I think you have a couple options, like obviously spam ping him so that your team knows that he's here, but then you can run down and help your team crash this wave, which also then allows them to back off and not die to the gank. Or you can like just run in and stand here and just wait for them to push in, but like do something to basically get them out of this dangerous scenario and then like recall as soon as possible to go to your top side.
Yeah.
I think starting dragon was super troll, but we already kind of talked about that. That's fine. But like right now, the first thing in your mind should be making sure your bot lane doesn't die to a gank, and then the second thing should be recalling and going to your top side so you can get your weak side camps out.
Okay.
And just keep like in a game like this, when your lanes are losing, there's like, this is a really challenging game to jungle in. But the best you can pretty much do is keep yourself as strong as possible, so that in like mid-game fights where there might actually be things you can do to impact them, you are like strong and comparable at least to the enemy jungler.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, what actually happens here? Okay, yeah, so could you have just left them immediately?
I think so.
Yeah, I think, wait, yeah, as soon as Volibear does this, you can, like, instead of running to dragon, you just recall. Because now this wave is coming back, so you don't need to protect these guys anymore. Because they're safe. So
And I mean, like, look at Katarina. Like, if Katarina walks to me, I die.
yeah.
Kind of.
But I think this outcome is not the worst. You're protecting your bot lane. You didn't waste that much time, and only half of your jungle was up, so it's not the worst. Running to top side is definitely the correct call here. Starting blue is fine. Typically, you always, or like almost always, you want to start on the outermost camp and then path in. And you want to do this on red side as well, because pathing in just puts you, like, you always want to path towards the center of the map, because then from there you have like tons of options.
Yeah, I think I'll probably blue Vayne, or I'll blue Gromp Wolves.
Okay. That's fun. I think going to Vayne would be super troll if you do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love this. This is good. Is this a coin flip? Do you have vision of him being bot side?
No, but I know he just took drag.
Okay, yeah. Then this is great. Walking this way is kind of dangerous, because there's a world where Volibear is right here right now.
Yeah, where they just have vision on this.
Yeah. I would say probably what I would have done in this scenario is walk in and eat the raptors like right here. And then if I still don't see Volibear, loop around.
Yeah.
But like walking through this area is always super dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's red buff is an exception because it's more valuable and it gives you like combat advantage. But in general, if this were blue side, it's more worth it to take like the Gromp before the blue, because the Gromp actually matters much more. Like it's like the timer of the Gromp matters in relation to the wolves, and it like feels like more of a blow to lose your Gromp than your blue buff.
Yeah.
This is fine. Free camp, always good. Botline also got a kill, that's kind of nice. Getting rid of your weak side camps, that's great. Yeah, I mean, your pathing has been pretty good this game. You wasted some time down here, but like, you've been making quite good decisions. At least so far. Like, you're clearly out pathing, even if the Volibear has like gotten more ganks off.
Yeah.
In this state, it's probably worth it for you to look for Crab, because you do have bot prio.
I saw that too.
And you are like up a decent, like you're at least even in gold. So I think like seeing, if you like see Volibear and you're both here, like you can safely just walk away. So I think as long as you're being careful as you go for this, you can go for it, because it's not like you can really recall for anything at the moment.
True. Oh wait, hit X.
Oh, 1 sec. I don't know why that binding always gets undone.
Okay, yeah, I only had 500 gold. Oh wait, no, that's me.
You're...
Okay, yeah. It's nothing big. I mean, I get like recurve bow and or full boots maybe, but I don't think I had magicals yet. Yeah, recurve cloak.
I think you probably... Clearing Crab would not have given you Kraken Slayer, I think.
Yeah, but the crabs after the first two are just so valuable that I think it's worth going for almost every time if it's available.
Yeah,
this game I was just scared of Katarina and Volibear because I didn't know where Volibear was after he did dragon. Like I didn't have vision on him ever clearing up to his jungle, so like that's why I was hesitant to go to that crab.
I might just not know this matchup, and maybe it's worse than I think, but like I don't think you need to be that scared of this Volibear right now. He is like, you're basically even in XP. Let's see, what is he at? He is fresh level 7 and you're almost level 8. So you're like almost a level ahead in XP, and you have like a better recall as well. Yeah. Or I guess, well, maybe only after this recall do you have a better recall, but now you definitely have a better recall.
Yeah, now I destroy him.
So I think go for Crab and then recall and then you'll still be here for when your topside camps spawn. Because it's not like you can... I imagine you were probably trying to get here for the grubs, but you can't actually get here for these. Or at least...
I missed the smite.
Okay. This is crazy. Cat is trolling. This... I don't think this is how this, like, sequence should have gone. What? Yeah, Katarina crashes it while her jungler is starting grubs and then just stands still in lane.
That's so funny.
That's crazy. If Katarina runs here, you guys are all dead.
I use my pings and Volley doesn't.
True. Yeah, I think going for this is really grief, but it did work. So maybe it's not quite that grief. Do you guys kill Katarina? Oh, that's actually huge. Okay. I think this play shouldn't have gone the way that it did, but it did go this way, and therefore it was an advantageous play.
Yeah, but look at me griefing for these like triple kills. Like it's crazy. Like even watch me dive the Vayne right after I not before this even.
Yeah,
like,
I saw it.
Volibear.
I saw it initially where you went over the wall.
Like right here. Like going for this is insane.
That was a crazy flash. I don't think that's... I think if you instead of flashing, I think if you are over and then run at her, it's actually good.
The reason I flashed is because I wanted the Volibear Q stun.
That is fair, but I think your flash is valuable enough, and especially if you know she has flash as well, I think it's worth it to just consume the R because you do still have your W. It's not like you won't have CC after.
True.
But I think there's like the thought process makes sense even if this play is like a bit of a limit test.
Well, I did kill her if she didn't flash.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think this was bad. I wouldn't have used flash probably, but like this was cool. This was a good idea. It was creative. Okay. They probably didn't expect it.
After this is bad.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah. Honestly, you were pretty close to killing her. It was a little troll to go for, though. But yeah. You know what? You gotta find out where your limits are. But like, I don't think going for that type of play is the worst thing in the world because, like, you're on components, she's on components.
Yeah, I guess the reward for killing her is huge.
Yeah, like, looking from the results, obviously it was a bad decision. But, I mean, sometimes you gotta find out what you don't know.
Yeah, true.
That guy is really trolling for recalling there. And then also reacting slow as fuck.
Oh man, this game gets so bad. It's crazy. Like, it's not even in that bad of a state right now.
Yeah, right now you're like kind of chilling. Yeah, I mean, well, not really. You're down 2k gold while...
Yeah, because of Garen CS.
Yeah. But like, your mid is in a fine state. Bot lane is like... not great, but he is still like almost even in CS, so it's not too bad. It's definitely, if you can get like 2 ganks off bot lane, this game is definitely winnable.
Yeah.
So I think it looks like you're already doing it, but what you want to do here, you run from base, you clear your weak side camps, you go to here, and then you decide what to do. Because we don't really give a shit about top lane. The free kill thing doesn't really apply when your top laner's down 60 CS.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna change the fog of war to leader perspective. Did we see Katarina here?
I don't think so, but possibly.
No, we didn't. I mean, this is still good though. Like, just by like pathing the correct direction, you are putting yourself in the right place for this play. She dies for that. Nice. That's great. This is really grief. Because you're not synchronized at all with your bot lane. So even though technically you have a number advantage here, these two are so far away that I'm guessing you guys are just going to get collapsed on before your bot lane is able to show up to this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's on me for not pinging my bot.
Yeah, it's on like that situation is the type of thing where like they are also capable of looking at their maps equally to the amount that you are, so they like should be seeing that you're walking in here. But at the same time, I think their wave was in a place where they needed to be like dealing with it.
Yeah, and if I'm not using my pings to like say, hey, I'm trying to go for this crab, I need help.
Yeah. Yeah, because like
okay, Lulu is pathing like an animal a little bit though to walk back through the bush to come up.
Here.
Yeah, like she walked from lane to the bush while their bot lane's walking through.
I mean, she can't walk this way though. If she walks this way, they'll just kill her.
That's true, but with Ezreal.
Yeah, with Ezreal, they might have been able to. The like issue here is that they just have inside track, so they're closer to this fight. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's like the main difference.
I think I am actually out if I didn't like try to go for that.
Yeah, if you guys left like right here, I'm pretty sure you can just walk it out, but like Asol is committing. You start walking out, but then like Asol is committing, so you probably turn around and try to help him. Yeah. But then he just gets destroyed by Volibear. I think... Yeah, that guy is really trolling by continuing to walk. He's not paying attention to these two. But I think right here, you shouldn't have gone in. You should have peeled back with your team. Because if you peel back and you try to focus on killing Volibear, maybe you can get a reset and win the fight.
Yeah.
But instead, you're like splitting damage on these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just bad decision-making.
But yeah, I mean, also at the same time, it is relevant to like look at the fact that your bot lane is just fucking running it down, or not, maybe not running it down, but they are just getting gapped 2v2. And your top lane also lost solo, and your mid lane is Asol. So games like this are tough because the actual answer is to just not do that. But it feels really bad to not be able to make any plays because your team is just shit. Even like, because you're kind of gapping this Volibear. Like before that fight, you're basically even in like KP, and you're up 30 CS with losing lanes.
But is there any way I could have affected bot lane differently where I get them ahead like through a lane gank or something this game? Because like at the end of this game, I was like, man, like, because you will see the KDs are ridiculous at the end of this game with the rest of my team.
Yeah, I can see the bars.
There's gotta be a way I could have prevented this from happening because I'm the jungler. I need to make the big things happen on the map. I need to use my moves, but I'm wondering if I'm making the right calls with the moves that I decide to use, looking for objectives and CS gap rather than like looking to help my ADC.
Yeah, we can watch bot lane specifically, but I'm guessing the Doctor Strange 1 in 2 million way to win this game is probably at some point to skip your weak side camps and run straight to bot side and go for a gank. And like accept that you're gonna ruin your camp efficiency a little bit, but if you do only play for the camp efficiency, you're gonna lose the game for sure. So you kind of have to like incur some risk and inefficiency to try to like salvage a game that is otherwise fucked.
Okay.
No, your Ezreal isn't back. So that wouldn't have worked. Wait, what happened? Mid play on Katarina. She dies. Does she have a shutdown? I think trading evenly is kind of fine because you're trading into your Asol, who eventually can be a win condition.
I swear we didn't, like, that should have just been a kill though. Here, can we watch the fight back?
Yeah.
Did I misplay something? I know Asol didn't.
Whoa, where the fuck did the timeline go? There it is.
Because it could have just been a gold advantage here.
It might have been better to save your W until she ulted.
Yeah, no, you're right, you're right. Yep.
Yeah, because if you W her here, she's definitely dead and you're alive.
100%, yeah, I agree. Okay.
And like this stun doesn't really do anything because only you are able to be hitting her during this time that she's stunned. So like Acel isn't actually DPSing during that stun.
Yeah, I didn't even use that as an auto reset either. And I missed my Q. Smooch.
Sag. But yeah, that's even with this outcome, it's still not the end of the world, even if it could have been a bit better. So then from base,
we go weak side camp.
Yep. Weak side camp, path down, fuck the Herald. Top is super strong, and Herald is like kind of a shit objective anyway. I don't like contesting this.
No, I think it's a really bad contest. I think I might walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, you did kill Katarina, which is nice, but it's an even trade, so like it's not really helping you that much. And you, let's see, could it have been different?
Garen? Did he run in and die? I was just I was hovering it and watching, and then I saw the opportunity, so I tried to go for it. Miss W.
Wait, how does Garen die?
I don't think does Garen die?
No, he doesn't. Okay.
Acel died. How did Acel die? He just run in.
I think Katarina killed him right before she took the tower.
I see, and then yeah, she okay.
Oh yeah, he's trolling. He just like stood still and let her combo him.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever amount of time you spent looking at the Herald is a total waste. Here it's 27.
But I do just kill Volibear here if it's a 1v1.
Yeah, but it's never gonna be a 1v1.
No. So this is my thought process with this play, because obviously I'm not gonna ever take this Herald, like just take it. But I see Volley on it, so I'm like, I'm gonna look for a steal here with my smite combo, and if they make a play on me, I know I can get out. Like I know I can, just by knowing my champion. With my E and R, I think my R should be up. Yeah, it is. So and I have ER flash, so I'm like, I go for this. I get 500 gold basically from just killing it, and then I walk away and deny it from him. Because he's wasting all his time hitting it if I'm able to get the steal off. But like once Vayne starts walking, then I know it's over, and then I see the mid play. That was my thoughts.
I think there's a level to which that makes sense, but I think you're overvaluing the Herald. I don't think like Herald is worth less than the gold of taking these 3 camps. So like going here and waiting here, yeah, and just like spending the time to be here. And to be fair, or like if we're looking at the game as a whole and not just like the jungle part of it, like you should never ever be allowed to step into this river unless these laners are dog shit. The minute you step like into their vision, you're immediately gonna die because they like both of them have prio and both of them are super fed, and you're the jungler, so you're down 2 levels on the top laner and 1 level on the mid laner. So like even if you get the Herald, you're probably still, if you go to here, like you have to somehow kill the Herald, get the eye, and then somehow get out for it to be worth it. But like even if you're in an even game state, or like even if your lanes weren't getting gapped and your mid laner was dead, this is still like, this is never worth it.
Okay.
Like you wasted like 20 right here. You've wasted 20 seconds. You could have ran to mid 20 seconds ago at this point, because it was like 27, it was 15:27 when you finished Wolves, and then you ran here, and now it's like 30 seconds later or 25 seconds later, and now only just now are you starting to like punish the mid laner for walking up. But you do kill her, so that's pretty good. Go into your bot side camps, sequence, love that. Nothing else for you to do. And this is where it starts to feel really bad as a jungler, because now you have no outer towers, so now your jungle becomes their jungle. And that's sad.
Yeah.
Once you start getting invaded like this, you want to start playing for like sides of the map rather than, or like you want to play for vertical sides rather than horizontal sides.
You see.
So like if he, let's say hypothetically all 6 of, like, let's say all camps are up right now, like hypothetically. If Volibear walks into your bot side and takes these 3 camps, you're probably not going to want to go for his camps. But you could then run here, take this gate, and then go for like 1 or 2 of his camps while he's down here on yours.
Yeah.
And that is really hard to do when you're this far behind, because it's like very dangerous to walk into the jungle. But if you do want to try to trade anything when they walk into your jungle and start to just take your camps for free, that's kind of the only way to do it. That was a very risky Gromp take, but it did work. Canceling your recall is probably troll here.
Yeah, it'll probably cost me my life.
Wait, what did you do with the Gromp? Oh, okay, here's something we can talk about. Right here. Oh, wait, the Gromp isn't up right here. Okay. Generally, in like the lines of the map, like there are these 3 lines basically. There's your camps, there's the neutral objectives on the river, and then there's the enemy camps. And whenever you're making a play that requires some amount of extension from your camps, you always want to go to the furthest point first. So if this Gromp, in this situation, it doesn't matter as much because the Gromp spawned after the crab spawned. So like Gromp just spawned. So you couldn't have actually run straight to the crab or to the Gromp because you didn't know it was there. But in general, you would want to extend to the maximum point and then go back to the like less than maximum points of your extension. Because then if you'd been able to do that, you would have gotten this Gromp like 10 seconds sooner, and then it wouldn't have even been close for these 3 walking down into you.
No, yeah, I feel like I usually follow that concept, but that is good to keep in the back of my head, because definitely makes sense to do it that way.
This as well, as soon as you hit this Gromp, you should be pulling it down this way, because you have no vision up here, and like all of the enemies are strong, and you do actually have vision here, but like you just want to be scared of this corridor right here. So if you start pulling the Gromp down, this is like an even safer play.
Yeah, I was scared of vision on try.
That's understandable. I think that's an amount of risk that you have to incur, because standing here is definitely more dangerous than being in vision at Tribrush.
Yeah, that's fair.
This guy is fucking trolling. Did he just not see 3 people there? He's just walking into 3 people. And then he uses his E like that, and okay. Yikers. Yeah, I mean, as soon as he dies...
How much I don't want to fight this shit, man. I'm just like walking away at every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's fucking trolling. This game, I mean, there are obviously little things you could have done better, but I would say in general, this game is not really your fault. I mean, I imagine you probably don't think it is, because like even looking at the jungle scores, they have double your kills, and you're even in kill participation and up 30 CS.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like entirely blame myself for this loss, but at the same time, I wanted to figure out ways I could have played better for my team where we didn't end up in this position.
Yeah, I think it's probably not worth to continue watching the game, because I imagine it's just going to devolve into like tons of deaths. What probably might be worth watching is looking at timers when bot lane was impactable, because there were definitely timers where you could have impacted this lane.
Yeah.
So like, let's say right here, you can't reasonably be here to counter that. That's not something you can reasonably control. This is also just like a shit situation, because like now you're finally on their side of the map, but they already died and gave them a reset. That recall is good. One thing you might be able to recognize here, and we'll see if this was actually the case, but like this wave is about to crash and then it's going to bounce back. So instead of running topside, if you ran straight down to bot, there might have been a gank opportunity here. But I guess, maybe lane gank it or just be in river. Because like when the lane is pushed up like this, they probably don't have vision in here because they haven't had time to like walk and ward it because their wave has just been like they've just been CSing under tower.
It's just for me. It's so hard to justify going for something like that because if it goes wrong or if I don't get a successful kill off of it, I'm like, I just lose all of my tempo, and then the enemy jump. Everything I did early is just over.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
But it looks like if I did do that, I would have a nice little kill here.
Yeah, if you'd run straight here from base, you'd be here to like stop this dive. But
Yeah.
I think we already talked about this timer here where instead of running to worms, you could have just run to bot lane and tried to impact this play.
Yeah. At this point, when I saw the play happening, I was just like, "There's no way I make it there in time."
Yeah.
I was just waiting out the vision on whatever it's called, void grub. So I was waiting out the scuttle crab vision, and that's why I didn't walk up and start taking them immediately.
Okay. I think it is actually worth it for you to sprint bot lane here. They are like
I agree.
very clearly posturing to dive, but your Ezreal is like full HP, so this is fightable. They shouldn't actually die here. Oh wait, no, Ezreal's the one that's 1 HP. Okay, that's slightly worse. Like they should never die here. It should actually be impossible for them to die because they like see it coming from so far away. They should just run back.
Yeah, they can just walk.
But I do think you can run down here, and if they do try to force the dive, you'll be here to collect the kills. And like,
was I pinging them to run away or?
no, you pinged Herald.
Yeah. So I probably just wasn't even like paying attention once I saw Volibear ganking them.
So okay, you finished these at 4:54. Walking from wolves to bot lane is going to take you like 25 to 30 seconds. No, maybe 20 to 25 seconds to walk this distance because you are walking the inside track. Let's see if you would have actually made it. Volley died. Yeah,
I'd probably catch a kill,
Yeah, you could probably catch a kill here.
but
it.
I think this is equal of what I did. And getting 2 grubs is definitely worth this game. If stuff went well, it would have been like the denial of that is really, really beneficial, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think this was like an acceptable option.
Yeah.
Because running all the way to bot would have been kind of risky because maybe you get there and you're too late and you just get nothing and you could have gotten free grubs. So I think that's fine.
I try to opt for the guaranteed option with objectives.
There may be a gank timer here. Nope, never mind.
There's no way I don't play for bot, yeah.
Okay, this is the only actual timer that you've had to impact this lane. So I think, let's see. This is when you went to his top side after Dragon. Yeah, but even here, like you're getting something on the other side of the map for not being here. Like if they can just not die, then like you're getting a gold lead.
Yeah.
But in theory, if you had been able to be here for this play, you would have gotten two free kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's like really not gank opportunities.
But like bot lane is where I should be pathing, in my opinion. Just because if I can make an impact there and I can get them ahead of Draven, or I can deny Draven a big like stack thing, then it'll be very influential. So
yeah,
even though it's scary to go into that lane with no hard CC, I think it's still worth going for, especially with Ashe.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think top lane, this is a much better example of a lane where you can stop for a free kill, because Shen has really good setup, and Aurelia only has aggressive mobility. So, like, there will be free kills at some point top lane this game.
Yeah.
But, like, same thing, weak side, strong side.
Yep.
I would say matchup knowledge is one of my weaknesses as a player because I've only ever really played jungle. This matchup doesn't look like it should be that bad. Like, I feel like these two should have enough poke to at least do something in this lane. Like,
It's the thing is, if any of them get hit by a hook at any time, their flash is gone.
yeah, that's true.
Or they die. That's just Draven damage, like, because he just WQ, and it depends where they are. And like, if they play correctly, then this is fine completely. But you know, they're not gonna play correctly.
Yeah, of course not.
And that's just how it has to be for at least all throughout Emerald. There's never gonna be a world where Kai'Sa Ashe doesn't get hooked over and over by Pyke Draven.
Okay. I have a few additional thoughts about like options that you have this game. So I think Raptors into this invade is really good here because you're against an Evelynn and you really want to set her behind early. You could also do something where you place a ward here and then start your red, and then if she starts blue, you can run in here. Actually, I guess in this scenario it would have been better to start chickens. But you could start red, watch for what buff she goes to, and then if she starts bot side, you do red and then meet her in her jungle. If she starts top side, you do red, Krugs, Raptors, and then meet her in the jungle. And
yeah, I agree.
And if you're meeting her after these three camps, you would go like right to here, because then she's either here or here. Because I think, again, like this bot lane might be hard to impact, but you can definitely impact this jungle matchup a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think there's also some value in looking for like free ganks mid lane to try to free up your Zac on the map. Because if you can get him to a place where he can just crash his waves and roam with you, utilizing Zacky to like make plays on the bot lane or like roam top could be really valuable. Or even just like harass Evelynn in the jungle.
Yeah. Little Zacky.
Yeah. That's great. Even your laner's even got a nice ward for you. Yeah, I don't know. Your bot lane is trolling you here. This is like this.
Where is she standing?
Yeah,
man?
this is just like classic. Your ADC should be here and your support should be here. But neither of them were actually standing in the correct place, so they get a free ward here and then they can do this shit without you knowing it.
Flash is a waste.
You were pretty close though. Wait. She has heal here.
Oh no.
Oh, no way. She has heal.
That's crazy.
I was like, maybe if your AD carry was here, they could have healed you, but the fucking Ashe has heal and just doesn't use it. Okay.
That's wild, bro. That is wild.
That is crazy.
And she pings Kai'Sa alive. I mean, that's fair, but
Yeah, neither of them can flame anyone else because they both equally.
they both grief me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I just go blue here.
Yeah, I think you should. I would say start Wolves. Wolves is an easier place to start.
Oh no.
This is, depending on when you get here, this is not the absolute worst thing in the world. She probably gets the red. But like, yeah, this is fine. Because now you can just run to your chickens and start these. Which I assume is probably what you did. So yeah, this... Oh wait, you're trolling even more than we thought because you shouldn't be starting bot side here. So like,
Oh, yeah.
all of this that happened shouldn't have happened because you should have just been topside. And they
Yeah.
probably would have just taken this camp. But you, the way that the early game would have gone, or like in theory what would have happened if you'd started here, is that they clear this camp and then you see their bot lane walk like this. And then you know that they did something in your jungle. So like whatever point you're at here, you just cut your clear and you go into her top side to look for something.
Yeah.
But start a bot. This is like not that bad. You're basically one camp behind. Yeah, I think going top side is fine. It's sad to not be able to reset your Krog's first clear, but this is like a solid adaptation. I like that you cleared these two before the blue. That was great. You probably should have seen this invade coming. Yeah, she's pathing straight to you. So like,
yeah,
he should be pinging this right now, but with perfect map awareness, you should definitely see, like, just looking at where her champion is facing, like, she's definitely running straight to you. Like, her clicks are like right here.
Yeah, I think I probably did see this. Maybe not though. I mean, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm accounting for it. Yeah, no, there's no way I saw that coming. Wait, when did I ping for assistance? Maybe when she showed?
Yeah, you pinged like right here.
Hey, wait, no, back up again. Or is that the first time I pinged?
I think that was your first ping.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, that's your first ping, because that's the first, like, time you've had to actually move your mouse to ping.
I don't like going for this.
Yeah, I think you just concede the blue, because both of your solo laners have terrible wave states to be here.
Yeah.
Like, Shen he's probably already missed like an entire wave for showing up to this, and mid has a wave that's crashing as well. So like, not only are you taking a losing fight where they're up levels and gold, but you're also fighting at a time where both of your solo laners are getting destroyed. So the optimal call here is, or at least what I think a more optimal call would be, is probably the right way to say that, is like here, you leave, you see Aurelia leave, and then you guys just don't chase. And like well, fuck, but I don't know. Because this looks kind of juicy. And
Yeah,
you
it does.
are all here.
But the one guy showed for a second. I feel like that's when it stops looking juicy.
Yeah, right here is
Like
when
right
you stop.
there.
As soon as you
Yeah.
see Eve, they just run back to their lanes.
Yeah.
Because you don't
yeah,
need this.
yeah. I
And
don't think I pinged Danger though.
yeah.
There's the charm and then Zex. I mean, I think right here.
And then
Okay,
here,
walk
just
away.
give blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah. This is grief. You should just recall. It feels bad to give the blue, but like this blue is gone. Unless you kill her, you're still losing a ton of gold on this play. Yeah, because like mid, what's the XP comparison? Just Zach is too small. He's 3/4 to 3. Azir is up like a fifth of a level right now, just from Zach having to walk into the jungle.
Yeah.
And obviously it's his choice to walk into the jungle. What he should have just like spam pinged you off, because it was not worth for him to walk in and give this wave. Same for Shen. Like Shen should have just seen Aurelia path down like that and then just spam the shit out of you at your blue buff.
Yeah.
But also your laners are like emerald, so you can't really expect them to be smart.
Yeah.
He's trolling somewhat. This is, let's see. So all this happens. He runs back to top lane. Yeah, this guy is trolling. This is so dumb. He literally saw Evelynn like 10 seconds before this. And his wave is bouncing. Like, he already got the crash, so he could have literally just stood here and waited for the wave to come back. But instead, he walks up and loses all his HP. But I guess at least he doesn't die. This is kind of bad because you're behind in the game and you're clearing your Krugs in isolation and you're not linking the spawns of these two camps.
Yeah.
Like, typically, as much as you can, you want to clear your camps in pairs. So like you have your Grump and your Wolves, and then you have your Raptors and your Crab, or your Krugs. And so like probably the two pathing options I would suggest here instead. Oh wait, the Raptors aren't up yet. Do you play with objective timers or like camp timers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or faster.
I think in this scenario, your optimal play is to skip these and basically just run like this and then look for something on these guys because they're strong, but they haven't actually recalled yet, and you have. So even though they're
off of these, or am I like?
Nah, there's no way.
Yeah, so
There's no way.
Yeah, so this is just a waste of time.
Clearing the Krugs isn't a waste of time if you would just run straight to your chickens. But like, yeah, it would have just been a much better use of time for you to do this and then like do whatever happens here and then sequence up like this. Because then it also puts you mid, so you can like look for a mid play, look for something happening top lane, and invade bot, dragon, worms, something. But instead, like, your camps are desynchronized and you're like just standing by bot lane while your support is dead. Good. Yeah, I mean, this is great. This is a good gank to go for. You could have just done it like 10 seconds sooner, and then your camps would have been on better timer. But this is still like fine. This is not the end of the world. Then yeah, like dragon, good call here. This is almost a bad idea. If you're like 5 to 10 seconds slower on this, it is like your bot lane. Yeah, because like
their bot lane gets there, and then we lose everything.
Yeah, and like right here, your Kai'Sa has to recall. If she paths to dragon, she is completely trolling her tempo.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to lose the house.
Yeah, exactly. But you do have mid prio, so I think this is a fine dragon, but this is almost a bad dragon. And probably your support should have just recalled sooner. But maybe not. I'm not entirely sure. This is really dangerous. Unless we see Eve somewhere.
I think. Okay, sorry. That sounds stupid. I think she's on grubs, like, because.
Yeah, that's actually probably a safe bet.
She's on grubs. Yeah.
I think on like just on average, if you take dragon, they're probably gonna take grubs. So this is like.
I knew which way she pathed, and she had cleared like bot up, and then or she cleared down, right?
Let's find out.
Because I had the ward on her blue.
Okay, yeah. Oh, right. Because she did stuff here and then ran to her blue buff and cleared up.
Yeah, she cleared up. So like.
So.
Then she doesn't finish her clear. So she's gonna go back and go finish her clear and get grubs.
Yeah.
That's what I was betting on, at least.
I think this is a good invade. Well, it's a good invade from only a jungle perspective. The fact that your bot lane is not here makes this extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
But I think
if she pings this one time and I get caught, it's really bad.
Yeah, exactly. But you do have mid prio, so you know I like the spirit of this play. Like you know her camps are like up because they're like respawned for the second time. Or like they respawned for the first time. So like good Grump. And then this is also pretty good. Never mind. Yeah, just kidding.
There had to have been a mechanical mishap here.
I think this is a bad gank to go for because that wave. Minions. Yeah, these minions are just fucking them up.
I think the initial spirit of it, like when I first caught the guy, like right here, This is good. This is good. And then once I go for this, hit him here, and then he runs away.
Yeah,
Like,
you just
this is when it should have ended completely. I should have
Yeah.
walked away. And they should have walked back to their wave. But then I think we just go for everything.
Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be pretty close as well, but Draven...
Okay, like, I can't control them doing that. I can't control them doing this, man. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, that's, on some level, you're baiting your team a little bit by hanging around here. But also, they're responsible for their actions here. This is really troll.
I swear, like, okay, me not pinging them to back up is bad, but, like, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame yourself for this game. I think your mistake was, like, continuing to commit after this point, and maybe you can ping them off.
I'm hitting the control word.
Yeah, like, you can probably just spam ping them to not do what they did here.
No, I should have been pinging that. That's on me.
But that's also, like, not entirely your responsibility, because you're not responsible for the plays of others. But
hey man, I feel responsible when my laners die and I'm not pinging, because my only job is clearing my neutral camps and fighting sometimes when I see someone, so I gotta be eyes on the map at all times.
that's a good point. I think that's a better way to approach it. Or, like, yeah, I agree with that. You should not be running back to bot here. This is troll. I imagine you are slightly tilted, so you, like, stop thinking about your jungle fundamentals, but what you should have done here is run to top side and path down. Because right now, if you, like, in 30 seconds, you're going to be topside with your 0/0/0 Shen with 2 cloth armors.
Yeah.
And, like, there's...
I wanted to eat my red so bad, but that's a really good point. Like, the only reason I'm down here is to eat my red.
Yeah, and maybe you can go... Could you have just ganked bot here? Yeah, you could have shown up to this bot play. Right here, instead of running to red, you can just do this. Especially because you have this ward. Oh, never mind, actually, they left. So you probably should have been pathing to this to see if they stayed. Because they have been playing pretty aggressively, but as soon as they leave, you're going to be like right here, you just go to the red. But, like, looking past what actually happened in the game, you should have just run to topside and pathed down. There's nothing for you to do topside. But that's fine. You also probably, it would have been slightly more efficient to start here and then do this instead of going like this. But that is, like, pretty minor as well. You can probably eat this mid wave. Like, do wolves and then eat mid and then go to your Gromp. It would desynchronize these timers, but it would only do it by like 15 seconds. So it wouldn't be too bad. And you would just get a free wave. But, like, skipping your Gromp to go to this crab feels really bad. Unless you're going for a top gank.
I think I am. Yeah, I pinged on the way.
Okay. When did you ping?
Probably as soon as I walked to crowd.
So I think in this scenario, you should have either skipped wolves and gone straight to crab, or done wolves, run mid for the wave and then run to crab, or run to your Gromp. But because I think Aurelia is like fresh back to lane right now, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, is she?
No, she's not. She's been in lane for a while.
Yeah, and like, I get spotted on control word here, which also I didn't notice originally. It's in the dragon pit.
Here?
You'll see it in like 1 second.
Ah. This ward might not actually see you. I don't know if this ward reaches this far, but it might.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, we can just check. Oh, it does. Oh, and there's another ward here. Wow, yeah, they have a lot of vision in your top side.
Dude, they saw me even on fucking walking up from wolf camp. Getting caught by this gank is crazy then, by the way.
Yeah, that is really funny, actually. That's like the thing about top lane, though. Like, her wave is here, so she's forced to play this far up. I do think you should have skipped the crab and just run straight up and fought her and then fall back to taking the crab. Because, like, the crab will be here in 15 seconds. This gank timer might not be. So, like,
no, I see that.
It's the same thing where, like, you want to go for the enemy's camps first and then the neutral objectives. Like, you want to extend to this play and then go back to the crab. This is fine. It's good for jungle, but this is not great for top lane, especially because this wave is not going to crash. So now Aurelia has a freeze. If this Aurelia is good, top lane is over. Oh wait, she bought Tiamat, never mind. But top lane is like significantly harder for that play that just happened. And I imagine you might have been able to create a different outcome if you ran straight there before the crab. Tishen maybe would have had more HP to work with. Oh wait, I went back way too far. Wow, she is proxying on him. That's funny. No wonder they had so much vision if she's proxying. But like, yeah, right here. When does she show up? Right here. As soon as you see her, yeah, as soon as you see her walk like this, instead of going like this, you should just go straight to top side or straight to top lane. And then this fight happens.
Oh man, I don't know if I even gank that if Shen doesn't get that damage down. Like, go back even more. Like right here, I don't think I was planning on ganking. I'll tell you when. You'll see when it changes my decision.
Yeah, right
this
here.
Is when I decide time to gank.
Okay, actually, I think damn it. I'm not 100% certain, but she doesn't have flash unless the replay is bugged, which it might be because we've been like backing and going forward a lot.
Yeah.
But assuming she does not have flash, she will die for being here. She only has 2 longswords, so she is not at her full build of Bork yet. So she is still killable.
Oh, Bork. Yeah, true. No, I just didn't know, like, if I'd be able to kill from that HP. Like, I wasn't comfortable with it, but that's just not knowing the matchup of, or like Aurelia's strength. And I guess
that R is slightly troll. You should hold your ults and your Ws a little bit longer until you're like completely certain they'll hit.
Okay.
Because like even if you like, there's value in using your cooldowns early in a fight, so that like less so your ultimate, but like your basic abilities, so that they'll be back up quickly. But like if you miss the ability, then it is better for you to have not used it at all.
Bad.
Yeah. So like, there's been a couple times where you've like used your W a bit too early, or you've like.
Yeah, no, I know that. I saw that too.
So yeah, I think it will help to just hold your cooldowns a little bit more. I do the same thing with a Graves ult. Like I just lob that shit, and I've missed so many point blank Graves ults, you have no idea.
Yeah.
But then going back into your top side and clearing these is good. Fuck, I really wish the minimap wasn't covering this, but I don't want to make my minimap smaller. Yeah, this is good, but now you're kind of being like, you're experiencing the problem that you created like 2 minutes ago, which is that you walked to your red side. Because now your path is like set up top to or bot to top. So like your only option to reset your path is to like basically run to your bot side and clear these and then just leave your top side camps up for a while. And then next time you just go like this again and you set them up correctly.
No, yeah, I do that. I try to sequence. I try to keep my sequencing consistent too, and I see why the problem, the reversal there was a big problem. But I think once so much went wrong bot side, and I decided like because I was tilted, that's why I made the decision. I'm just gonna path towards top now. This guy is just inting this Ashe, because I was very frustrated off of them fighting Draven in that wave.
Which is very fair frustration. I think there is probably still stuff you like if you're here right now.
It is the right call to keep pathing bot because I need to stop this guy. You know?
Yeah, like getting Shen a bit of was that tilt or like lag?
I don't even know. Where am I?
Okay, you're right here. So I'm guessing probably lag.
It's probably just lag.
Because like going topside and
no.
killing Aurelia 2 more times does not win you this game.
Yep.
Because if like the Draven is gonna kill your Shen, or like the Draven is gonna be strong no matter what you do, or like if you don't impact him, he's gonna take over this game. So even though it's hard and your bot lane is kind of shit and they're playing champion without great setup, I think the game is in a dire enough situation that you gotta just try. Because like there's nothing else you can do that will like actually help you to win the game. Because like ganking mid and killing Azir a couple times doesn't stop Draven. Killing top doesn't stop Draven. Grubs or Dragon won't do it. So you gotta just go down there and kill him. Damn, this is kind of a long DC.
Trying to remember. Oh my god! Dude, my cat turned off my computer. Dude, I remember now.
Okay.
It made me so mad. I probably even have the clip on my computer because on what happened, it would have been even longer, but like some program stopped it from fully shutting down. My cat was all over my desk because he wanted to get fed, and then I put my wallet on top of my power button on my because he was standing on my computer box or my tower. And he literally hit my wallet off of the thing and turned off my computer. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he ran out of the room. Wow, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
Damn.
This is that game.
You were worrying about ganking bot lane. What you really should have been worried about is getting ganked by your cat.
Dude, I know. Like, I was getting diffed by my cat. Like, it's crazy.
Well, that's really unlucky in this very challenging game.
Yeah.
This is super illegal. Oh wait, actually maybe not.
I'm coming back with a vengeance now because I was so mad about this cat scenario. Like, at this point, all like strategy, for the next like 2 minutes is probably thrown to the wind before I get my bearings again because like that took me out of it a lot.
That's fair. I do also think strategically this is a fine play. I guess the things that would make this a bad play is if Eve has gone like this, and also like Pyke as well. If even Pyke did that to support the Draven as he's recalling, and you go like this, you're dead for sure.
Yeah.
But
I also, I lost all camp timers. I just want to let you know. After that happened, like I have no more camp timers this game.
Okay. But like getting this kill is really big.
Yeah, it is.
But
It's just too crazy, man.
Yeah. But now you're in the same situation where your camps are set up bot to top instead of top to bot.
Yeah.
Because like
I could have even reversed that.
What you did was a good call. Like this was better than going topside because you got the Draven kill. And I do like that you skipped Rappers to go to this play. That's great.
Walking in here is crazy after I just see they get grubs. Oh, but we ball? Am I dead yet?
Yeah, you're dead, but 2 of them are dead. And your team wins, I think. Or it looks like they're gonna win. Ooh. Oh, well now they're really fucked. Oh, maybe not, because Ashe can just W and run. Okay. Nah. Nah, she's dead as fuck. Okay. Please tell me that this time you run to top first. Let's... Oh. Oh, it's
I
doomed.
put up the fist bump. Yeah.
It's
GG.
doomed.
I'm telling you, like, I didn't realize this was this game.
Well, now, I mean, now you know. So next time you're in this situation, you'll know to just like take a deep breath and go to top side first.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What? Oh, she was arrowing the Eve. Okay.
This Ashe, like, was, I don't even know, man, like, popped 5 Xanax and then decided to play a late game. It's crazy how bad she was. Like, I get really mad, like, later this game, you'll see, because, I mean, I was already tilted off the first couple plays and then the cat thing, and then, like, you'll probably see some things going on.
Okay, no problem. I just lost, in the last 4 days on my master's account, I played 13 games and lost 12 of them. So, I understand the tilt.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. This play is, like, being here is fine. I don't think you can... Okay, I think your R is on cooldown, right? Yeah, that's not just spectator. If your R was off cooldown, it might be worth to wait here for Zach to be here, and then you can R over as he E's in, and like get on Draven. The problem with doing this is that you're probably going to lose all your HP before your Zach gets here.
Oh, man.
This
Zach,
is...
kill these.
I think this... Well, obviously, judging from the results, this was a bad play to go for. But I do think there's a version of this play that works.
Yeah, I agree.
So... Let's see.
Dude, what is that arm? She's like already dead when Ashe throws this. If Ashe doesn't do this, like, just watch this Evelyn like die before the Ashe throws the AR, just for a little comedic relief here.
I think she threw it like right before Eve died.
Yeah, like a millisecond. But, like,
Yeah.
bro,
Hey, you know what? She would have hit the arrow
she would have hit the arrow. That's true.
if Eve stood still for 5 seconds. But like that Eve kill is probably a shutdown.
Yeah, it was a 700.
Yeah, that's pretty large. And getting that on... The real tragedy is that your Kai'Sa is doing this dog shit build. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she went this to like survive lane against the Draven, but she's just like delaying her power spikes by building like this.
Yeah.
And she's going on hit, and on hit is just not good right now. But I think the version of this play that works is the one where you wait for your Zac and your Kai'Sa to get here. Because
I agree.
Like trying to 2v2 these guys is never gonna work because Draven is 2 items.
I genuinely thought Ashe had R. Like I guess I didn't see her throw a bot, and I was like, Ashe is gonna ult this pike, and he's just gonna die, and then go that way.
That is very understandable. Because she did have R. You kill pike.
That's on me for not checking cooldowns, though, and I understand that. There's no way.
I think this is good. Your team's collapsing. There might be other enemies in here, but we don't know. Oh, that's really depressing. Maybe.
Kai'Sa W?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, my eyes, but it still worked. Oh my god, the crazy Ashe arrow from downtown.
Dude, like, it's so funny, man. Oh my god.
Okay. So when you die here, yeah, running top is great. You collect the Draven, that's huge.
Kill everyone. Oh, no, I don't. I think there is a world where I outplay that and kill everyone now.
This was the same thing as earlier, where you're using your W at the very beginning of the fight and you're not actually landing it. Because you're... What you probably... in this specific...
It's really bad to do this anyways on Viego because you slow yourself by 30%. So I'm like,
yeah,
making sure I'm not there. I need to wait and make sure I hit it. You're definitely right on that.
I keep speeding past it by accident. But like right here, start charging your W, but just like you start charging your W when he's here and he's pathing into you. But if you start charging it and then you wait for him to like turn a direction and then use it, you're much more likely to hit it. Because if you use it here as he cuts down, like you'll definitely hit him.
Yeah, if I would have just waited till I got into the bush to use it, I didn't even need to waste R.
Yeah.
And then I probably win the Evelyn fight. I want to see how can you keep it on like slower?
Yeah.
For the fight, I want to see how I outplayed this.
Good E.
Oh, the charm.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I think
I was even on my one trick.
Right here, you could also just R away. You don't need to fight these guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm just egoing because I'm on Draven.
Ah, okay. Sometimes we gotta send it with the ego play.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, you shouldn't, but you gotta.
Yeah.
It's the like if I want to hit a higher rank, I need to not do that. I need to make sure that I'm not griefing like that. True.
But by griefing like that, when you're not at that rank, you learn what you can and can't do, which does have value.
Yeah.
But if you've been playing Viego for a long time, you probably have a solid understanding already.
Yeah, at this point, I can't make an excuse for myself. I really do. I have like... I mean, you saw that other account. I probably put like 250 games on that account, maybe. And then I have like 200k mastery already on my main. And then I probably have like 4 other Smurfs that I just... I'm spamming Viego on.
Damn, you are a Viego enjoyer.
Dude, I love the champion. He never gets old.
I went through a phase like that as well. I feel you. Yeah. Viego was sick as fuck.
Yeah, and dude, the new skin, the Soul Fighter skin. God, bro.
So, right now, Herald is up, but we don't really give a shit about Herald. We're even in Dragons, down 5k gold. And that gold lead is 500 top. You're ahead jungle. Your mid is down 1.2k. That's rough. And then bot lane is 1.5.
Well, support is down 3,000.
I guess that makes sense though, because it's Pyke and he is kind of fed.
Yeah.
I think you guys probably have no chance of winning 5v5 right now, so you probably give this dragon, because giving them second dragon doesn't really help you. Or, like, doesn't really help them. And that dragon's up in 26. So, I would say the most valuable option you could have had, assuming we call to give this dragon, which I guess you definitely are because you're 80 carry inted. If we go back to, like, here, or, like, when you're running out of base, we see that Aurelia is walking up here, and we assume she's probably going to go for this tower, but we don't know what she'll do after that. But what we should be doing is, because we know they're going to commit people to dragon, we want to just see what, and like, because we're behind and we have to opt to give that objective, we want to see what we can do elsewhere to kind of make up for it. So your options would be like invading her top side, taking Herald, or killing top. Or if there's nothing else, you just sequence your own camps. but you would want to do one of these 3 plays before taking your camps if they are possible.
I'm hoping that I just take my camps in sequence up into Rift Herald.
This is so troll. Why does she think she can eat this wave here? When like
Yeah.
when the rest of her team is on this line and she's here.
Yeah. Crazy.
Clearing those 2 camps, great. Clearing wolves, also good. Rump as well.
Oh, and they just got Herald. And
Yeah.
looking into Navision, just face checking a potential Plague Draven.
It does also look like they just split well on the map. So there's like, you couldn't have really done anything here. Maybe what you could have done, it looks like they left Evelyn to like solo Dragon.
Yeah.
Or there's like 2 on this. But you don't have enough vision to actually
Yeah,
know.
I have no idea.
So like,
Because Ash, I don't think she used the E once this game.
does she have it? Oh yeah, she does. That's funny. But yeah, this is not particularly preventable. You also don't really have anything to do. Walking into this is really
I know,
scary.
but, like I saw that and I was like, wow. At this point, I think I'm just playing Tilted, so it low-key might be end of review. But
Didn't you get like 19 kills?
Yeah, I end up being like really a demon this game, but I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Actually, it looks like two really big fights are about to happen, so we'll see.
I think
There's the first Ashar of the game.
yeah, true. Actually, is that actually true? I haven't been counting, but this is the first time I
think
remember
it's the
seeing an
first
arrow. That's funny.
Yeah, I think it's the first one that hit.
So I think generally when VOD reviewing, it's most worth it to look at the first like 15 minutes of the game because that's the most like. Do you play chess? Have you played chess?
Yeah, I have.
So like, you know how you have like very specific scenarios that you encounter in chess where like even like across very different games, you'll see like little sequences that are repeated game to game. And
well, yeah, openings.
Yeah.
Chess, right?
yeah, openings, but then also later in the game, they exist as well.
Okay.
But in League, there's so much variance later in the game, and the same thing is true in chess. Like studying the mid and late game is a lower impact on your improvement because like in the decision tree of this game, like or like in the decision tree of any League game, the most impactful part is the roots at the bottom.
Yeah, so when I VOD review my own games, which I need to, I've really like not been doing it recently. I probably have done like 1 or 2 in the last like year of my own games. But what I do when I VOD review my own games, I watch the first 14 minutes before like lane phase ends, and then I'll go and watch every team fight and see how I play it.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a great way to do it.
But let's see me pop off here for a minute because I'm about to get a bunch of kills.
Okay.
Speed.
I do think one thing we're not talking about as much is like jungle v jungle tempo. Because there are, maybe less so in this game, but in general, there's lots of timers to look for invades even when you're behind. They're just hard to find. But another time perhaps.
So playing Kindred has taught me a lot with that, but yeah,
I bet.
That's for another day. Oh yeah, she coming at me on my Draven.
Yeah, you just pop her. It's kind of sad that this happens at 17 minutes and not 20 minutes because this is a Baron if it happens 3 minutes later.
Yeah, well it looks like it does too.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, go to
The next lines.
The next lines.
Oh my god, Draven is going crazy. Why is your Zac there? Oh, that's why. Okay. That's kinda unfortunate.
Oh my god, they just Yo, where's my team's TP?
Okay. You're in their backline.
I think I was scared of Draven, but that also could have been a misclick because I don't know for sure.
This is really good. That Pikey was slightly troll. You also didn't hold the Pike Q long enough to pull her back behind you.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah, you have nothing to be scared of, Draven.
No, I have nothing to be scared of there.
Yeah, neither of them has a single ability up right now.
I am just griefing with that R.
But it doesn't look like it matters.
No.
Nice. Well, that was
Go
a.
easier.
Alright.
Do we
Oh.
chase these?
Sorry, I got a really weird feeling in my leg that distracted me, so I moved my mouse.
You're good. I think, yeah. I mean, we can watch the rest of this if you want, but here, watch like the Baron fight, because that probably is where we lost the game, because I seem to bring it back somewhat.
Yeah, right here, you're in like a solid spot. You have 3 really good items. You have MR. The only problem is that you have 0 armor. Oh wait, no, you have Death Sense. I'm trolling. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Viego build is very,
These lane assignments are dog shit. Shen being
Yeah.
top and your no TP Zac matching the TP Azir is terrible. Shen is like trolling by going top here. He should always be bot.
yeah, it's frustrating.
So
I
yeah.
want to try to fight everything. And I'd probably give Baron here by face checking this.
Yeah, walking into this is really aggressive, for lack of a better word. Does Ashe have E? No, she's no E. Wow, what a terrible flash.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
so sad.
that is really sad.
I mean, it was risky, but alright, yeah.
Wait,
We don't have to.
there's no way he just has R this entire time. Okay, well, yeah,
I mean, I feel like I took a lot away from this, so.
okay, yeah, I'm happy to stop.